Hey, Jeremy Hood here with Build Media Group. And for those of you that don't know, we help home service providers grow their business. And today I want to walk you through how to fully optimize your Google My Business profile with one of our residential HVAC contractors out of Northwest Arkansas. They're on pace to do about $20 million this year. So we've really had the opportunity to test and see what works and what doesn't work with their business. And obviously, I can't give away all of our secrets, but if you do everything that I'm going to talk about today, you're going to be ahead of like 90% of your competitors. And it's sort of a lot. There's about 30 different slides that we need to get through. So feel free to pause this and come back to it as needed. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. All right, so we're going to start with some of the basics. And I know it might sound silly, but it really, the devil's in the details. It really goes a long way just to make sure that your profile is accurate and complete. So go ahead and start with the hours. And just a quick note here, Google is actually known to do spot checks on listings. So if you're going to have hours listed, make sure that somebody's going to be able to answer the phone during those hours. And it's also, and we'll talk about this in a second, all the other places that your business might be listed, make sure those hours are matching up with the hours that you have listed on Google My Business. But it's super simple to update. If you're logged into the Google account that owns or manages the profile, just go ahead and type in the name of your business and the city, and it'll pop right up. Google moved away from editing everything in their dashboard to just write in Google search. So you can click on Edit Profile right here, and you can either scroll down or just click on Hours. It'll bring you right there. Go ahead and make sure you double check all the hours are correct. And if you have special hours, like for holidays and stuff like that, you can go ahead and add them in the special hours section. Pretty simple, right? Just make sure your hours are correct. All right. The next thing we want to talk about is NAP, name, address, and phone number. If you've been in business for a while, your name, address, phone number, your address, your phone number may have changed over the years. The way you list out your name may have changed over the years. It's super important to have consistency everywhere that's listed. There's a ton of business directories that might have super outdated listings. There are some affordable services that you can pay for that will actually push live updates to all these places. It's relatively inexpensive, but if you're not wanting to do that, you definitely want to make sure these big listings that I have listed on this slide are consistent with what's on your Google profile. And by the way, if you want a copy of this slide deck, just shoot me an email, jeremy@buildmediagroup.com, and I'll be happy to send that over to you. All right, let's see. If you decide you want to use a copy of this slideshow, there's actually linked to a little template. It's like a spreadsheet that helps you organize all of this. As you can see, it's got all the big listings up there with a couple columns to make sure that you're walking through the process. And, a big thing is like, go to your listing, like open it up incognito or just visit it from your phone. Make sure those updates are live and that they've actually published those updates. All right, so we could probably spend a whole video talking about NAP citations. I'm not going to get too much deeper. Like I said, make sure that you've got the main ones covered. If you want to go a little bit further, there's some services that will actually push NAP updates to a wide variety of data aggregators. All right, so let's keep going. Next thing, if you have a website, put it on your Google profile. You'd be surprised at how many people that we talk to, they do have a website and it's just not even linked on their Google profile. So again, going back here, just go ahead and click on Edit Profile, and we're just going to scroll down till you see the website. Go ahead and make sure it's updated there. Pretty easy, right? But you'd be surprised how many we see that don't actually have it. Appointment URLs, if you've got an online scheduler on your website, make sure you use that link as well for appointment booking. All right, so if you want to add your link to your online appointment scheduler, go ahead and click on bookings right there. You can see this client uses Service Titan, but just make sure you insert the correct link and publish it. Again, super easy. But again, you'd be surprised at how many people just leave their Google profile incomplete. The more complete it is, the more attention Google is going to show you. All right, continuing on with the theme of just having a complete Google My Business profile for your home service business, we want to make sure that all the services you offer are listed on there. This is a great opportunity to add a bunch of long tail keywords to your profile that might help you grab leads from all different types of searches in your area. So again, it's super easy. You're logged into the Google profile that manages the business, and just gonna click on Edit Services. Now, you have the opportunity to have a primary category. So you can see we have HVAC contractor and all the services that are listed out under there. And then you can also add additional categories. So you can say heating contractor, furnace repair service, air conditioning contractor. And yeah, obviously this seems a little bit repetitive, but essentially, the more categories, the more services that you can add on here offers, the more chances that you're going to have to show up in a search result. So as you can see, we've got a ton of different services listed under like several different categories. So don't feel like you're being repetitive. Just put as many as possible, basically. All right, so when you actually click on Edit Services, if it's going to show you obviously a ton of recommendations based on your business type. If you're not seeing one that there's like maybe some keywords that people are searching for, feel free to create your own and add a custom service there. That'll just help you cover those extra keywords that you might not be seeing in the recommended services. All right, so the next thing we want to talk about is your description. Again, we see tons of people that come to us that don't have a description in there. This is essentially your elevator pitch. Any customer that might scroll across your profile, you've got 20 or 30 seconds to capture their attention and try to encourage them to give you a call. However, it's limited, 750 characters. So you don't have a ton of space to get your point across, so you want to use it wisely. You do want to make sure you have some keywords that you want to rank for. We don't want to stuff it with keywords. It should read naturally, but it should also have some geo-relevance. Therefore, your city, your service area, maybe the county, the state, because we want to tell Google exactly where you're trying to rank for which keywords, if that makes sense. So again, super easy to edit. Just go under, you're logged into the Google account that you're managing this business with, and go ahead and click on Edit Profile, and it's right near the top here under Description. So you can click on that pencil, edit it, save those changes. All right, so while you're in here, you're going to see some other little categories that might not seem as important, like opening date, but again, that adds credibility to your business organization. So basically, anything that you see that you can fill out with an answer, go ahead and fill it out. Social profiles, we talked about hours, accessibility, amenities, any of that stuff that you can add, definitely feel free to add it. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about are photos, and a picture paints 1,000 words, right? So Google wants you to use photos taken from a real device, an actual camera, your phone. They don't want to see stock photos. They don't want to see screenshots. Like, take some pictures if you're able to. Hire a photographer to come out. Take some pictures of your vehicles, your team, your office, anything that you think is going to, showcase your business in the best light possible. And as you can see, again, super easy to update this. You can go ahead and just click on Photos, and you can see we're constantly adding pictures of the team working on these air conditioners and the vehicles in the background. So any photos that you can take with if you don't have access to a nice camera, smartphones have decent cameras on them these days. Go ahead and just start getting in the habit of taking pictures and adding them to your profile regularly. All right, and last but not least, we're going to talk about posting. You can add updates, events, offers, and products. And this is really just more eye candy. If someone's searching for something in your area, you're going to have all this stuff attached to your profile. It just draws people in. I don't know why. But as you can see, there's two spots that you can really update here. Products as you can see, we're kind of using this for specials that they're releasing for stuff that they already have going on. And then updates are going to be down here. These are just more like quick informational posts, a picture, a paragraph or two. And to add those, you can just click on add update right here. It'll have you choose an update, an offer, or an event. So there's 3 different types. Once you click on it, you can add photos, fill out all the details. That's for an event. An update. Again, this is just maybe more informational, trying to educate your customers on everything that you do. And then if you wanted to add the product down here, you can just click on add right there. It'll let you fill it out. It's super simple. Everything is, pretty streamlined here, as you've noticed so far. As far as frequency goes, the products, if you have offers, kind of put those out as you want, as you create them. And you can see on the post, we're usually recommending posting about once a week. You can see we've been pretty consistent with that. So just to kind of give you an idea, even if you don't have time for it, maybe you have some younger people on your staff that are more, engaged with social media and stuff like that. Maybe you can pass this task off to them for not too much extra money. All right, so like I said earlier, if you're knocking out everything that we went over in this video, you're posting frequently, you're adding photos frequently, you're going to be ahead of like 90% of your competition. But finally, as you know, the most important thing with Google My Business are the reviews. So don't be afraid to ask your customers review, get the team involved, have your staff ask reviews after you leave a successful job. And, I know it can be a little bit of a pain, but you also want to get in the habit of responding to all the reviews, positive or negative. It's a great opportunity to just add more content to your profile, add keywords, add the city, stuff like that. It's all going to add up. It's all going to help push your profile up to the top of those search results. And so I hope this helped. If you want more tips like this straight to your inbox, go ahead and visit us at buildmediagroup.com. Any of our blog pages will have this little pop-up here. You can put your email in there. If you are struggling with growing your business and need some help, you want us to take a look at it, you can also go to our homepage and click on the schedule strategy session, and one of our experts can help you out.